Hi, we do have the cluster with a master and 3 worker machines. Now we are going to see how to do the installation of Docker Trusted Registry. It's nothing but it's a registry made by Docker Enterprise, and it provides a strong security in terms of signing as well as deploying and managing the images within Docker Enterprise. So I'm going to select any one of the worker and I'm going to install the Docker Trusted Registry. And Docker Trusted Registry can be installed more than one machines for high availability purpose as well. First, we are going to start with the installation of Docker Trusted Registry in any worker. Let me go ahead and select the worker 1, that is worker 1. Let me go ahead and choose the DNS, that is 8-3. Let me check the private IP address 159. So this is the worker 1. Now let me go ahead and do the installation of Docker Trusted Registry. Docker Trusted Registry, it's just another Docker image. So I can go ahead and run that particular image as a container. Let me go ahead and run the image. So I'm going to use this specific command to run the Docker container, that is docker run, and it will be run separately out of this putty shell. And I'm going to provide the UCP URL, username, password. And I'm going to specifically mention I'm going to use insecure TLS because I do not have a dedicated certificate for this particular UCP. Let me go ahead and run this particular command. So it's going to check for the image. It is not available locally. So it's going to pull the image and start with the installation. So it'll ask for the UCP node. So I'm going to choose this particular node, and that's the default node it's going to select by itself. So it'll check for the port availability. That is whether it's able to access the port, and start with the installation of DTR, that is Docker Trusted Registry. The installation is done. Now I can go ahead and check the web UI. Now I can access the web UI. I'm going to use the IP address, that is the public IP address of the machine where we have installed the DTR, and access it using the HTTPS protocol. Let me skip the warning and proceed further. So here's where I do have the Docker Trusted Registry, where I can do all the image management. Let me provide the user ID and the password. The user ID password comes from the command that we had used, that is user ID and password. So I do have the UI for Docker Trusted Registry, where I do have option to manage the repositories, organizations, users, systems, and the same thing can be verified from the UCP as well. That is within the admin settings, Docker Trusted Registry, I do have the list of IP address or the host where I have installed the DTR. So in a quick summary, we had seen how to do the installation of Docker Trusted Registry in any of the worker machines, and we can have the high availability installation. In case if I provide the list of IP address where the DTR should get installed, it will install in high availability mode. And in our case, we installed in one of the worker so that the DTR will be available to manage the images.